First of all, why are you in this court in shorts?
I'm sorry.
Oof, rookie mistake. Pro tip, courtrooms aren't fashion runways. Judges expect respect, and believe me, shorts send the exact wrong message. First impressions matter here more than anywhere.
I don't know. I've never really been in court.
All right, second of all, turn your phone over to the deputy. Do not close it. Deputy Laura, if you'll delete whatever photo she took, please.
Boom. That's a serious violation. Courtrooms are sacred spaces. No photos, no exceptions. Imagine thinking you could sneak a quick pic during a felony hearing. Yeah, not happening.
Hello. This is just...
All right, who are you taking photos of?
Oh, I was just letting my daughter know my son is okay and that he...
No, my question is, who are you taking photos of? All right, so Deputy Laura, if you put her in cuffs, since you want to be next to her son and put her in the box.
I apologize, ma'am. I
appreciate your apology.
I didn't know.
All right.
Put your photos picture of that.
And who is Rick in the box?
He's with Charles Monk.
All right. Well, I'm sure Charles Blanc will come back and take care of you, but for now, you're going to be in the box. Did you understand in count 2 you're charged with felon?
Translation, this isn't just a slap on the wrist offense. A felon caught with a gun? The law takes that very seriously. 2 to 10 years is a wide range, meaning the judge has massive discretion here.
In possession of a firearm? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge. Prior to that, I do have a letter that's been penned by my client's mother, Miss Dora Jimenez. She's joining us on Zoom, I believe, or not on Zoom, but she's watching on YouTube. She was not able to testify this morning as she had some childcare issues with her nieces that she was responsible for caring to today. I also have 14 attendance meetings for Narcotics Anonymous. As the court's aware, part of the allegations in the indictment do allege use of narcotics.
State, any objections to the court reviewing the letters and the NA meeting submitted by defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. The court has reviewed the documents that you've submitted to court. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, just he is accepting responsibility. He is remorseful. He's made attempts to show he's part of the solution and not the problem here by acknowledging responsibility in this matter. We're asking the court to consider the facts of this case, the circumstances, his entire cooperation with law enforcement throughout that investigation, and to show some leniency considering those facts and circumstances.
All right, State, is there anything you wish to say with regards to sentencing?
The only thing that I wish to say is that while I do not doubt the sincerity of the author of the letter in support of Mr. Gomez, I am somewhat skeptical of its accuracy in terms of its judgment of his character. That's all, Your Honor.
And here it is, the defendant's last shot. This is where sincerity, honesty, and remorse can shave years off a sentence, or backfire spectacularly. Watch closely.
All right, thank you. State, you may be excused. All right, is there anything you wish to say, sir?
Yes, ma'am, there is.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Nick Gomez, Jr.
All right, what do you wish to say?
Well, I just really wanted to say this was the first time I had came home and started just doing what I had to do. I got me a job. It was my first time getting an actual real job. I'm an excavator operator. I would work underground utilities. It was the first time I ever did a income tax check. It was my first time not going back into the crime of what I used to do or things that I used to do. It was the first time I was trying to be a father, a good, productive citizen that led up to this point. I've made a lot of wrong choices in my life, but these 2 choices I made, I felt they were good. It's just I feel like my past has caught up to me, and just how they said in my character, I get judged on my character a lot. You know?
All right, so I'm reading, I read the steps. I always read everything. And even though I know the count was waived, it's a part of your stipulations, and there's meth involved.
Yes, ma'am.
So how are you getting your life back on track and doing the right thing when you have family to take care of and you have meth in your vehicle?
Yes, well, the gun and the meth, well, to that day, I had just got promoted at work. And in that promotion, while I was getting dressed, I moved my son's backpack. Well, those are two
But I'm
items.
sorry, you moved what?
My son's backpack.
All right,
Those
so you're
two
saying,
items I find inside. So as I take it, I'm thinking, all right, well, being a dad, I got to tend to this. I need to get this, but I also have a job promotion with all my foremans. So as I go, I pulled over to get sick. I had been working all that whole week. When working that whole week, long hours, I pulled over and went to sleep for a little bit, and that's when the call came in. I mean, I couldn't just stop what I was doing right then and then to tend to that right then and then. I had to do the job promotion.
all right. And so you're saying,
I'm not trying to place the blame on anybody
I
at all.
understand.
10 years. Notice how the judge balances mercy and reality. She acknowledges the mother's letter, but past criminal history tips the scales. It's a harsh reminder. Second chances in court don't last forever.
So you're saying you just grabbed the backpack and put it in the vehicle?
No, once I found it, I just took it.
So did you take the backpack or no?
No.
Okay. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. All right, we can go off the record. I want you to know that I strongly considered your mother's letter, but when you look at your criminal history, it's not good at all. You've been to prison 2 times before. So in actuality, your minimum really is 25. So for you to have received 10 years, you'll still have time to get your life together and get it back on track. But you're not allowed to have any weapons. You're a convicted felon. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
Better.
Better?
I've been better.
All right, so I received a report where they're requesting early termination for you, potentially, or either to extend your case. So, you know what I always ask everybody, because you're here for a drug case. If you give a UA today, what are the results going to be?
I will be honest, I will still come out positive.
All right.
Last UA submitted, Your Honor, if I may, I apologize for interrupting. It was on the 28th. And it was positive for marijuana.
All right, so this is where we are. You are not allowed to use marijuana while you're on probation. It's just you can't do it. So you have a choice to make.
That's the million-dollar question. Judges break it down like this for a reason, forcing defendants to confront the absurdity of risking years of freedom over a high that lasts a few hours.
What you're on probation for is a state jail felony. And let me see here. You're on deferred adjudication. So if you were revoked, you're looking at 2 years at the state jail facility, potentially. So the question for you is, do I want to potentially go to the state jail facility for 2 years over marijuana? Is marijuana that important to me?
No, it's not.
You're acting like it is. And so what I can tell you is, I received this supplemental report, and you know what 3 choices they gave me? They said, do you want to extend this case for 6 months? Or do you want to terminate this case? Which means you're done with probation. If you would have came into this court negative, I probably would have agreed that you could be off probation. But you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You've taken the classes, but you're not internalizing anything. It appears that your go-to is, let me use marijuana. I had a good day. Let me use marijuana. I had a bad day. Let me use marijuana. I had friends in college, and you know what they would tell me? They would say, oh my gosh, the air is so crisp and cool. This reminds me of great days. I'm like, what great days? They're like sitting on the balcony at the apartment smoking marijuana. I never smoked marijuana, but they tell me that there are some good memories sometimes that people have associated with that. You are making bad memories by using marijuana. And you will continue to be extended, or maybe a motion to revoke is going to be filed on you for using marijuana. When you're on probation, you're not allowed to use marijuana. You're not allowed to drink alcohol. Those are the rules. Those are the rules of Texas. You go in any courtroom in Texas and guess what? You can't use marijuana. You can't drink alcohol. Do you have children? How many?
2,
What are their ages?
11 and 12.
They know their mom uses marijuana. Because I guarantee you, your clothes smell like marijuana. If you've ever hugged your child, they're smelling marijuana. They don't want to deal with that. They don't want to have the mother who's smoking marijuana. And if you have a boyfriend in your life who thinks it's great for you to be smoking marijuana and you're smoking marijuana with him, you need to cut him loose. You know why? He doesn't care for you. Because if he cared for you, he would tell you, baby, you can't be smoking marijuana because you could potentially go to the state jail facility for 2 years. And Bashan will tell you, I've sent women to prison, women to the state jail facility, men to prison, men to the state jail facility. Because we can only do so much. And after that, we'll move on to the next case. Do you understand? So guess what's going to happen today?
Getting extended.
Yes, you are. And you know what comes with that? More reporting, more fees, all of that's going to pile up on you. And you know whose fault it is that you're getting extended?
Mine.
Yes. So the next time you think about smoking marijuana, you need to ask yourself, do I want my probation extended? Do I want to go to the state jail facility for up to 2 years? If your answer is yes, then you go ahead and you smoke your marijuana. And guess what's going to end up happening? Your children will not be with you potentially for 2 years. And in that 2 years' time, anything can happen because I don't care what anybody says. Good mothers, nobody loves a child like their mother if it's a good mother. If it's a bad mother, then you can't say that. Do you understand? Be a good mother to your children. All right, we're going to extend her, and I'm going to want her tested for levels. And if those levels do not start to drop, file a motion to revoke. And I will hear your case. Maybe you'll be brought over dressed in blue. Maybe you'll bond out, but I will hear your case if those levels go up. Do you understand? So how often are you using marijuana? Is it every day?
No.
When?
When I do have bad days.
All right. And why are you having bad days?
Who doesn't?
Is it like life?
Yes, it's hard being a mother, a daughter, a sister, a girlfriend, a cosmetologist.
Whoa, this is raw but real. Judges don't just dish out legal consequences. Sometimes they go full motivational speaker. Cut toxic ties, even family, or risk spiraling right back here.
Just a felon. It's a lot. I make sure everybody's good. Nobody makes sure I'm good. I try to talk to my PO. My PO tells me she doesn't get paid enough to hear it. Like,
oh, no. Let's not start with that, because let me just tell you something in this court. I do not allow people to speak badly of other people when they're not here.
Okay.
And I know that I've told you what I tell everybody else who comes in this courtroom. If you have an issue with probation and they're not addressing it, you can always come in, because we're always here, Monday through Friday. And you can always come in and address it with Miss Abrams, or come in and address it with me. And if you feel like Miss Abrams is not hearing you, I will hear you. But I can tell you right now, she always hears people. So don't come in here saying probation is saying, I don't get paid enough for this. And honestly, they don't get paid enough. But probation officers from the 187th, they don't say that, because they know that my key thing in court is everybody needs to be kind to each other. Even if you fake it, you better fake it with an Oscar-winning performance that you care and that you're kind, because everybody has bad days. So what are your issues? Why are you using? You say you have bad days, your boyfriend not listening to you. Well, if your boyfriend is not listening to you and he's a part of the problem, then you need to ask yourself, do I need this boyfriend in my life? Because if they're not bringing anything positive to the equation, you know what that means? They don't love you. You're just a stop along the way. I know you're probably not listening to me,
No, I am.
but that means that there are certain people that you need to cut out of your life. And sometimes the worst people in your life is family. And sometimes you got to cut family out of your life. People always say, you don't choose your family, you choose your friends. Well, you're choosing bad people. So, and then if there are family members who are not any good to you, once you evaluate it without the cloud of marijuana, then maybe they need to be cut loose. There's no harm in cutting family loose. You send them a card at birthdays, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, and the holidays, and call it a day. So what else is going on? Is there some mental issue that we need to discuss? All right, you can't use marijuana. What are you suggesting?
Your Honor, we have listed the relapse prevention stay and quit program,
Okay.
and I think that would suffice.
All right, we're going to extend 6 months, amend conditions to the relapse prevention program, stay and quit program.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to want her tested for levels.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is there anybody she can talk to when she has issues? Me, if something comes up in my life, I can always pick up the phone and call my mom and say, this is what's going on. I have the support system. Do you have anybody that supports you and looks after you? Is that a no?
No.
All right. So is there any?
I'll talk to her.
All right. So she's going to find out if there's some support group you can get involved with. There are always support groups out there, even if it's you in a book club or something. There's always people you can talk to, because book club stuff sometimes spills over into life. And you probably need to get involved in a group. It could be a travel group. It could be a book club group. And at some point in time, you're going to meet somebody and they're going to be your friend. And that friendship will go outside the book club, and it may be somebody you can talk to with different issues. You understand? All right, so do not come back here testing positive for marijuana. I'm going to say this again. If you have an issue and you feel like your probation officer is not addressing it, you can always come to court, except for Saturday and Sundays because we're not here.